The classroom-based assessment students that they complete under the new junior cert are seen by many as a stressor, and they're apparently resulting in anxiety among students and teachers. This comes from a series of reports carried out by the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment. It got us discussing it, got us thinking about it this morning, Ciara. I think we're both in agreement on this, that while, and look, just to stress at the outside, we're not talking about kids who are suffering from anxiety. That is a real problem, and there are things that absolutely trigger that anxiety. Our argument, I think, Ciara, is that, and I think we're in agreement on this, that a little bit of stress is no bad thing, and sometimes kids need that as a motivation.
I would go further. A little bit of stress is not no bad thing. It's a good thing. There is such a thing as toxic stress, where it becomes too much for you become overwhelmed, you become anxious, all that. But stress in normal circumstances, a bit of stress is a motivator for action. That's what it is. It's us being stimulated to act. It's a good thing. And what's more, one of the reasons it's really important is it builds resilience in us. If we are given some stress, if we rise to the occasion, and if we overcome that stress, we learn how to cope with this. And we can't avoid stress altogether, which seems to be the new way we want to deal with things. We just try and avoid the stress. Life is stress. And I'm telling you this, and it's really important. If you raise your children to be ill-equipped to deal with the stresses of life, you haven't done them a favour, because when they get out of the school environment, then there's the college environment and the stresses that build. Then there's the work environment and relationships and life itself, health, money. Life is full of stresses. You need to equip your kids to deal with it. I feel very passionately about this.
Clearly.
No, but it's wrong.
But you know,
it's
on a very practical level, kids have been out of school for 2 years. It's very hard for them to get back into studying. It's very hard to get back into the flow. I actually think a few exams, a few class-based assessments are a way of putting the frighteners up. Maybe that's the wrong term. Just giving them a kick in the backside to get going again.